We certainly will, and we'll start things off over at Virginia Beach in the Sportsplex with the defending state champion Oscar Smith Tigers taking on the undefeated Ocean Lakes Dolphins in a rematch of the 2008 region title game. You see Coach Rich Morgan, he's won a couple of state titles, leading his Tigers out onto the field, out of the cage, and then the Ocean Lakes Dolphins, a team that has been a great story this year, hasn't lost a game all year. Can they go to 13-0?
Well, you know the old saying, Matt, in order to be the man, you got to beat the man, and Ocean Lakes is going to start right here on the ball with the handoff, run back right up the middle. He's got some room to work with. 5-10 in the end zone for the score, and the Dolphins strike first at the Sportsplex.
In the first quarter, 25-yard touchdown run by Brandon Simmons to cap a long drive. 8:22 to go in the opening period. Just the start Chris Scott and company needed, and Oscar Smith will go to the ground game with Deshaun McLeese, but he runs into a blockade right there with Dimitri McGill, the University of Maryland commit, with the stuff.
And here we see Tigers with the ball. Below's going to drop back, look over the defense, looks over the middle. His pass is intercepted. Dolphins defense making a play here, and that's what you have to do if you're Ocean Lakes. You got to come in and make plays on the defensive side of the ball and slow down this high-octane Oscar Smith offense.
Sophomore linebacker Giovanni Simmons with a pick. We go to the second quarter with Ocean Lakes up 7-0, and Churchy Harold filling in for the injured Corwin Cutler at quarterback. He had 4 touchdowns in their semifinals win over Western Branch, but it gets picked off here by Monty Finner just inside the 10-yard line. So the Tigers have the ball and will go back to the running game. But again, Ocean Lakes' defense has been mighty tough all year, Matt. They gave up 62 points in a playoff loss last year, only 57 in the regular season this year.
That's right. Tough running room there for McLeese. Now Below has plenty of time. He's going to look down the middle of the field. His pass will be tipped, nearly intercepted. Great defense by the Dolphins.
Superb leaping effort by Trevon Brandon, the senior corner, and Ocean Lakes now putting the ball on the carpet. It's a fumble, and Oscar Smith appears to have had it right here around midfield, and the Tigers needing a break right here with their offense kind of being stymied here early on.
You can't leave the football, Matt, and when you're trying to beat a team as talented as Oscar Smith, you almost have to play mistake-free football. The Dolphins cough it up there. That's going to set up this play later on. Below goes back down the field. He's got a man. Receivers number 9, Melvin Vaughn, going up making a big play.
Awesome leaping grab by Melvin Vaughn, the Old Dominion commit, and that will set up Deshaun McLeese on the pitch left for the touchdown, 8-yard run, and that will knot the score up at 7 after a scoreless second and third quarters in this defensive battle. You see Brad Davis there kicking through the extra point to tie things up at 7 in the fourth quarter. We've got a great finish in store here with just under 10 minutes to play as 2 heavyweights are colliding here at the Sportsplex.
Yeah, 2 heavyweights tied up at 7 here. Number 7's going to make the throw. He's got his receiver once again. That's Vaughn. Vaughn making a few defenders miss before he's pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Great route there. That's going to set up this field goal opportunity. The kick for Oscar Smith is up and good, and they will take the 3-point lead.
So the Tigers riding the shoulders of their all-state standout Melvin Vaughn to get that field goal by Brad Davis to take the lead. But Ocean Lakes is set up with great field position after Derek Nottie recovers a fumble late for Ocean Lakes, and the Tigers are trying to run out the clock. And you see right there, Ocean Lakes getting Brandon Simmons inside the 5-yard line. Then it's Walter Churchy Harold, nephew of UVA's Eli Harold, punching it in from 2 yards out. The Dolphins are in the lead.
Extra point on the way. The kick is up and good. And with that, you see there is a changing of the guard.
Ocean Lakes, you see, wins the championship, their first in school history, as Corwin Cutler, the UVA commit at quarterback, had that torn ACL that caused him to miss the last couple of games in the rest of the season. The Dolphins win it 14-10 over the defending state champion Oscar Smith Tigers. Brandon Simmons with 101 yards rushing and a touchdown. Churchy Harold had a touchdown run to go with 43 yards passing. Melvin Vaughn in his last game in a Tigers uniform, he left it all on the field with 9 catches and 115 yards, but it's Ocean Lakes moving on to the state playoffs.
And now we'll take a look at the Division 6 semifinal. CD Hilton will be taking on Ocean Lakes, 3 p.m. That game Saturday at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. And LC Bird will be taking on Oakton. That game will be at 4 p.m. at Oakton High in Northern Virginia.
Bit of a surprise with the 4 and 7 seeds there. The top seeds out of the Eastern region and Northwest region, though, move on.